Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. And all you astronomy lovers out there like I am. Tonight we're going to be doing something that's kind of rare. It's called an occultation. And this is what it looks like from Stellarium. This is live, at least live currently. I wasn't able to live stream tonight, but this will be uploaded later. And this is what I'm looking at now, currently, as I recorded it live. The moon is very close to a star in Taurus. It's called Epsilon Tauri. And this is the famous V-shaped horn, the two horns of Taurus the bull. And this is going to take place at about 4 minutes after midnight. And you can see it's about 18 minutes before midnight. So in about 22 minutes we'll have an occultation. The star is kind of a bright star. It's 3.5 magnitude. And this is a live shot right now. This is the moon. And this is the star here. And it's getting closer and closer to the star. I'm going to time it to see exactly when it disappears. I'm here in Central Florida. And it's supposed to disappear about 4 minutes after midnight, in just a few minutes. This is what it looks like across, this is the viewing area across the United States. Anywhere south of this line here, anywhere south of this red line here gets to witness this event tonight. Most everywhere in the south, there's just a few places in the far north and the northeast that won't be able to see it, but all this area in here from Florida to California, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Carolinas, Oklahoma, all that in there, all of Central America. All you need to do is get out your binoculars or your telescope when you see one of these coming by, and you can witness this, what we're witnessing tonight. So this was a fairly good show. More than half the United States got to see this, and all of Central America got to see it. And this is the complete path here. Anywhere inside the red lines got to see this occultation tonight. And from a larger view, a more zoomed out view, this is the entire area that got to see the occultation. And between the white lines it was a nighttime occultation, and then between the red lines was a daytime occultation, which I don't think you can see anything in the daytime with this. So the main area that got to see it is right here, within these boundaries here. And let me go back to the live picture. Live, 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 live. Where are you, live? Why am I not getting the live view? Oh, I know why. No? There it is. Back to the live picture, and my star has moved off the screen, so let me reposition it. There it is. And once again, the name of this star is in Taurus the bull. It is Epsilon Tauri, 3.5 magnitude. We're going to witness the moon move in front of it, just like an eclipse of the sun, but this is more like an eclipse of a star. Its technical name is called an occultation. It's 19 minutes away. Until this star, basically it'll be just like it disappearing. It'll be just as though you were watching it, all of a sudden it won't be there. And we'll time it and see exactly when, to the second, exactly when it disappears. This clock here is exactly to the WWV Fort Collins, Colorado atomic clock time. So it is exactly right to the second. There's no difference between it and it. I would be having the radio station on, but I just can't get it tonight. Let me try one more time. See if I can get this station going. There it is. Let me just bear with me a little bit while I just see if I can get this to come in. I won't have it on for very long, just checking the clock. Oh, wow, I've got Honolulu coming in. Should be one in Fort Collins, Colorado too. You can tell by the female voice. The clock's exactly on. Exactly on time. So we'll watch this star disappear. It's gonna happen in about 15 minutes. About 17 minutes from now. And this is the more information about this star can be found in Wikipedia. This is Epsilon Tauri. It's an orange giant star in the constellation of Taurus. It's also in the Hyades open star cluster, 147 light years away. And this is the, again, this is the star here that's being occulted. It's being covered up by the moon tonight, and it's the right horn of Taurus the bull, the right hand side as you're looking at it. And here's another live shot of it here. This is the way I'm seeing it right now. It's the face right side up with the Aldebaran on the left horn and Epsilon Tauri on the right. And the moon, you can see, is very close now. It won't be long until it covers up the star. And these occultations are all listed at lunaroccultations.com. This is the one for tonight. Lists all the cities all across the entire world that are being able to see the eclipse tonight, the occultation tonight. These are all the U.S. cities, and the time of the disappearance is listed there as well. So Fort Lauderdale tonight, it will disappear at 5 minutes and 26 seconds after midnight. And just for example, Montgomery, Alabama, it will disappear at I think they're on Central Time, so it's 10:59 their time, 11:59 here, and so forth. That's pretty accurate information. Let me go back to the live picture. Gotta keep checking that so make sure it doesn't move off of the screen. Now there's the star there. And it's about ready to move off. So I'm going to turn this off for a minute. Let me move it down. This, of course, is the moon. You can see some of the craters. I've got the brightness turned up so that we can see the star. It's getting pretty close. Now this is the way I'm seeing it right now as I look at it directly from the naked eye. But this is the view from the telescope here on its side, and the moon is moving this way from right to left. That's going to be the dark side of the moon. It's going to pass over the star, and there it is there live. What else can I tell you about this? That's pretty much it, I guess. No, look, of course, today is February 3rd, Monday, almost midnight. It's about 9 minutes before midnight. Try and center the star a little better. Alright, there it is. That's Epsilon Tauri. Won't be long now, another 12 minutes. And it will be occulted. Now, Stellarium, I'm checking times of various things. Stellarium says it's going to be occulted at 4 minutes and 1 second after midnight. 4 minutes and 1 second. This program I have called Occult, it says it's going to eclipse at 4 minutes and 19 seconds after midnight. So there's an 18-second difference there. And I have a feeling this program here is going to be a little more accurate than Stellarium, but we'll see. That would be 4 minutes and 19 seconds after midnight Eastern Time. Or will Stellarium be more accurate, but I doubt it, at 4 minutes and 1 second after midnight. So that's about 12 minutes away. And there's once again our star. And this is the light from the moon. And let's see. We're doing about 3 frames per second, I think. 2 or 3 frames per second. So we'll know to the second exactly when this disappears. We won't know to the 10th of the second or 100th of a second like some astronomers can do. But we'll know to the exact second of what time it disappears. And these are always fun to do. And like you say, you can get a whole list of them. You know, and you can see if they're going to be happening in your area. You can get a whole list of them at the lunar-occultations.com. And you'll get a graph like this, and it'll show you exactly where it's going to be. This particular one is in between the 2 white lines. That's where you can see this tonight. I wish I could have done this live, but you'll be able to view it once I upload it and watch it. And watch it that way. I really wish I could have done it live, but these happen every now and then, and this will give you an idea of what they're like, and you can keep an eye out for them and watch them when they come around. You know, you probably get 1 or 2 a year on the average. And this is the line. This is what they call the Grays line. This is anywhere above this line cannot see it. Anywhere below this line can see it tonight. Can see the event of the moon covering up the star. And if you live right on that line, or like within 5 miles of that line, you get to see what's called a Grays, which is where the star just barely gets covered up by the moon. The moon almost misses it by a partial part of the moon just covers the star just a little bit. It only gets covered for like a minute or two, and sometimes you can actually see the star flash on and off as the moon's just grazing the edge of it. So anyway, I'm going to go back to the live picture and we'll watch this star disappear, and it will be disappearing in about 9 minutes. And this is the star here, Epsilon Tauri. This, of course, is the moon with craters. You can see it's a gibbous moon tonight, so it's a little bit more than half full. And this will disappear all at once. It won't be slowly disappearing. It will just go out like it just turned off. If you have a telescope, these are great to view in a telescope, although sometimes you can even see them in a binocular. Sometimes you can even see them with binoculars. This 3.5 magnitude is probably borderline whether or not you can see it with a binocular. You really probably got to have a first magnitude star or second magnitude star to be able to see it with binoculars. This is a third magnitude, almost fourth. It's right on the borderline of becoming a fourth. It's a 3.5. And this is being seen coast to coast. It started in Southern California about an hour ago, and it worked its way from the west coast to the east coast on the southern half of the United States. It's headed this way to Florida now. It's probably, you know, 2/3 of the way across the United States now, maybe even 75% or 80% across. The only places that haven't witnessed this is the far east coast, which is where I am. And it should be occulting the star in about 7 minutes. And I'm going to keep quiet now, and I will be doing some calculations to see how close we come to the time of occultation, which is expected to be at 4 minutes and 19 seconds after midnight. So we'll see how close it comes. 4 minutes and 19 seconds after midnight. We're almost there. And let me recenter it, and I'm going to be quiet for a while. Midnight. We're 4 minutes and 15 seconds away from the occultation. Radio station with the atomic clock is just barely coming in tonight. But the clock at the bottom of the screen is exactly set to that time. Last adjustment I'm going to make. And I'm going to let it run up until the point of the occultation. Alright. That's it. Occultation's less than 3 minutes away. Should be at 4 minutes and 19 seconds past midnight. We are now 2 minutes and 18 seconds away. Two minutes. One minute 25 seconds. 1 minute 19 seconds. The occultation should occur at 4 minutes and 19 seconds after the hour at this location. That should be in 1 minute from now. We'll see if it is accurate or not. Nine, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right on the money, 19. So this, yeah, it disappeared and it's gone, and it won't return for another hour. I won't be around to record that much, but the moon's going to pass in front of it, and that's, as it already has, and it will be, the star will be behind the moon for about an hour. Let me show you this program that I'm using that predicted that occultation right down to the second. This is called Lunar Occultation Predictions, and the software is called Occult. This happens to be version 4.9.5, and there's the time right there. Maybe you can't see it because it's kind of small, but it's got it right to the second at 4 minutes and 19 seconds after midnight. So I will definitely be using this program probably from here on out, and this is when it will become visible again. It's 6 minutes and 1 second after 1 a.m. So anyway, that was pretty fun. And try to join me again next time. Hopefully next time I can do a live broadcast rather than an uploaded video. But once again, what we saw tonight was star Epsilon Tauri become occulted by the moon. And that is the star in Taurus, the star right here. So until next time, goodbye for now. And we'll do a live show hopefully next time. There's an astronomical event happening in your neighborhood or my neighborhood. And we will sign off for now. Goodbye.